Welcome to today's tutorials valid and invalid pseudo classes. With these pseudo classes, we can set styles based on whether or not the form input meets our requirements. This will depend on the validation constraints imposed by the type or pattern attribute value. On this page, we have a form consisting of name, email, and PIN number. These inputs have a pattern attribute, and we have the age input that has max and min attributes. Now let's head to VS Code to start the styling. Let's start with input, valid, curly braces. Let's change the color of the text. So color, let's make it white. And let's change the background. Background color, let's make it green. Now let's also do the invalid, so input, again, input, invalid, and let's make the color white and the background red. Background color, let's make it red. Now let's check the browser. Now, despite that these inputs are empty, the styling indicates that they are valid, and the only reason for that they are by default optional. Now let's change the name to required. Required. Now let's get back to the browser. And now because it's required, it's invalid. Now let's try some inputs. Now for the name, I set the pattern to no more than 16 characters. Also, for now it's valid. Now let's add some more characters. And now it's invalid. Now for the age, I set the min and max between 10 and 50. Now let's try 5. It's invalid. Now let's try 0. Add a 0. Now it's valid. I know that this styling doesn't look practical, and in most cases, you'll find that valid and invalid pseudo classes are chained with the focus pseudo class. Now let's add the focus pseudo class. Let's add it for both valid and invalid. So input, focus. And let's add it for the invalid. So focus. Now let's get back to the browser. Let's get rid of this inputs. And now this styling will only be applied when the input is in the focus state. Let's try to the input for name. And for now, it's showing that it's invalid. Now let's get the focus on the email. And you can see that the name input is not showing the styling anymore.